Hello everyone, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of The Road to Glory. We're up to what is it, episode 6 now I believe it is. I need to move over to a second hand right now. 6 days in a row, of course, and I will continue to do my very best to bring these episodes to you guys. I am still loving it. I'm still really enjoying the mini grind that we've got going on here. And I'm sure you guys can tell that I'm not necessarily going full guns blazing on this because I don't want to lose sight from you guys that maybe aren't even picking the game up until now or later on in the week. So it should still be able to catch me up, So thank you once again for all of the support. It's been nuts. So many of you guys joined the channel recently. I've literally shot up 8 to 10,000 subs in the past week or two. That's just nuts. And one of you left a comment a couple of episodes ago, I must admit, that you wanted me to bring in the other Leipzig French centre-back whose name escapes me right now, but it means I can sell the other one that we had. So I got rid of him. I brought in someone that looks slightly more OP. He didn't really cost me very much, and apparently is a very good 80 pace centre-back. So brought him in for you guys. Of course, I'm actively checking out the comment section, seeing what you guys want in the series, which players and stuff that you want me to use. If there's any tips and stuff you can give me, continue to leave them down there whilst you're smashing like on the video. Keep that support up. Thank you so much. So we've got our final placement game, guys. We are 3-1 in our placement, so looking pretty good to get myself into a pretty decent league. We've got our final game here against a Prem team. He's got Mahrez, he's got Ndidi, he had Felipe Anderson. Was it Josh King that he had as well? I can't remember who I saw in the starting 11, but it was a good squad, and actually this guy was a very good player. I could tell within the first 5 or 10 minutes that I wasn't really having as much possession as him, that I was definitely getting caught on the counter attack quite a lot. Now don't forget, in the last episode I actually showed you my game plans and the custom tactics that I'm using on my Road to Glory teams now, and when the game starts, I often either, if I don't just stay on basic, and what a terrible goal to concede, by the way, if I don't just stay on basic, then I'll move it up to my attacking option, which just means there's slightly more pressure going on, slightly more, I don't know, more of an attacking orientation on the, get up the pitch basically, but not too crazy. I don't want to leave myself exposed at the back. And then if I do go a goal up or 2 goals up or something, which is unheard of, I think, at this point in time, I tend to move to my defensive formation, which isn't super defensive, but it's less attacking and does cover me a little bit more. So that's sort of what I do. And then obviously you have the ultra defense or the ultra attack, which I have extreme versions of for when I need them, if I need them, which is fairly often actually. I would say I switch to those. So we're 1-0 down in this game, and it doesn't really look like it's getting any better. I'm getting exposed at the back. Look how many yellow shirts there are around my purple and orange shirts. Now I go 2-0 down in this one. Sissoko scores a goal. He looks like a pretty good card once again this year. He always is quite a good card. He was out on the right-hand side for a while, but at least now he's back in the centre of midfield. And I run down the other end. It doesn't actually take me that long to finally get a ball through that defence and stick it into the back of the net. Plia is able to stick that one in, but then Ndidi, what's he got? 62 shooting. Just seems to hit an absolute lovely goal into the back of the net. I can't grasp it. A lot of my shots miss, but then a lot of the CDMs score with their terrible shooting stats. I still can't figure it out. But right at the very end, we get ourselves a consolation goal, and that's all it really is, because we are 2 goals down. We end up losing 4-2. So we lose our final placement match. But out of the 5 games we played, we actually did win 3 of them. So that's positive, I guess you could say. We get 1,500 coins because of course we got the match bonus, the catalog bonus and stuff like that. So win-loss, win-win-loss puts us in Division 5 with a skill rating of 1,284. I don't really know what that necessarily means right now, but I do know that there are, for the rest of this week up until Thursday, if I play in my weekly competition against other people that are in Division 5, I can move my way up the ranks to get better rewards within FUT Division rivals. Now, I can also eclipse Division 5 that I'm in, and my skill rating could go above, and I could get my way into Division 4. But for the rest of this week, up until the new weekly challenge, or the new weekly whatever it's called, competition, I will still be playing Division 5 people, and I will still be playing for Division 5 rewards. You can get your skill rating up, so when the next week starts, you'll be then in Division 4 if you want. And then, of course, you'll be playing people of a higher level and playing for better rewards still. So that's how it works, I believe, on FUT Division Rivals, and we are in Div 5, hoping to get some half-decent rewards by Thursday. So I complete the League and Nation Basics, and that final one cost me a little bit more than I was happy to pay, but I needed to complete it because I'd already spent a little bit on some of the others. So, yeah, that was slightly annoying. The one where you have 5 of the same nation, but they're all from different leagues, that was a pain in the you-know-what. Now, we didn't really get anything amazing from the first pack. We get Vieto, we get Ferry, we get we get a couple squad fitnesses, which is definitely going to come in handy. The next gold pack comes around, and once again, I don't even think we get like a rare gold player. It's someone non-rare that I'm just not that interested in. Nils Peterson or Pettersson, which, yeah, fair enough, all right player and stuff, but he's not really gonna sell for too much. Well, actually, he sold for a little bit, and there was an Argentinian, I believe, winger, I think it was, that actually does sell for like 1600 coins. And then this mixed pack, we do finally get a rare gold, and we get Gil, the Brazilian centre-back. I'm not sure who he plays for, but there's 4 gold, 4 silver, 4 bronze in this pack, and some of those guys, that centre-back, both the Portuguese players actually were worth a little something, and so were some of the silvers. So actually, I did profit from that SBC, and it was worth it in the end, but it was just a little bit more costly than I thought. Like, if we were able to do that with some of the silvers that didn't get completely and utterly price fixed, then we would have been all good. But so be it. We still profited in the end, that's for sure. Now, you know, these guys have all sold on. It's looking pretty good. We're back up to 7.8k, not too bad. I've still got a whole batch of stuff from Bronze Pack Method Session 2 that we did that I am trying to flog, and it doesn't seem to be selling very quick anymore. The stuff that was going to sell has sold. I'll probably relist it a couple more times, see if we can get anything to go for 200 coins. Obviously, that's going to help us. Every little bit helps, and then I'll stick the rest in the club for a rainy day, as you do with the Bronze Pack Method. So we switch over to our mixed squad between the Bundesliga and the Chinese Super League, and it's actually time for our first FUT Division Rivals weekly competition match. So we've placed in Division 5. It's now time to play people of a similar skill rating to us, or in the same division as us, I guess you could say. And I get matched up against a guy who has a nice Premier League side. Teixeira plays it straight through to Talisca, who in 2 minutes was actually able to score me a goal. We do go 1-0 up. That seemed to be the easiest I've managed to get through a defence in a while. What it seems to be like, I think, is that if you try and manually defend, actually properly defend, you get kind of punished for it. You need to buzz around with your CDM and kind of let the AI do everything, which I'm not a massive fan of. I wish it was better. I felt like it was more skill based in a previous version of the game I played at events and stuff. But so be it. We'll see how it pans out, how people learn the game and stuff. We are 1-0 up in this one, and it's kind of looking good because I think my opponent just got a yellow card, and in a little while's time I believe is also going to get a red card because he wipes me out. But Rashford pushes down the line, whips it into the back post. Lacazette's there, absolutely free. And Jarstein, mate, I don't know what you're doing, but that is not how I want my keepers to be saving shots. That was abysmal. And he gets an equaliser on me when I feel like we were playing pretty good and deserved to be in the lead. Look at that, you know, we had 60% possession, 90% pass accuracy. The best I've actually played for a while. And he has 2 shots, 2 on target. One of them goes in the back of the net. This right here, that guy ends up getting sent off. I don't know why he did the challenge that he did, but okay, see you later, pal. You're gonna go, and that is Seri from Fulham. So that's like a key central midfielder for this guy, and I feel like that was obviously going to help me out quite a lot. And then I hit the bar. And completely mistimed the follow-up header, but it doesn't matter because Klosterman is able to... I mean, even if you terribly time that header, it's probably still going to go in the back of the net, right? Because it's more difficult to miss than score, I would say, in that situation. So we go 2-1 up, and then he plays this Hail Mary pass, which ends up somehow going through to Rashford and sticking it in the back of the net. I don't know how, but I then score a goal with... Who was that with? Bakambu, I believe. Kind of a nice nice finish in the end there, like a nice kind of low shot that goes under everyone and into the back of the net. And that was almost like a kickoff goal, I would say. And then I felt like a little bit of a second wind hit me, and we were able to really push on in this game. We go 4-2 up. Teixeira gets a bit of a rebound goal right there, and then I La Croqueta him a couple of times, take the shot, comes off the post. He almost so he does a couple of La Croquetas. He also then sets himself up and gets himself an assist and a goal by hitting the post and then tapping in the rebound. So that was pretty cool from Teixeira to wrap up a 5-2 win. Now, that's how that game should have gone. I can't believe it took me so late into the second half to actually really capitalise and score those goals. But hey, that's sometimes how it goes. Look at that. I had 17 shots. So I get 65 FUT Champions qualification points. That means it's going to take me a fair old whack of games to actually qualify for FUT Champs. Might take a few weeks, couple of weeks at least, depending on how much FUT Rivals I actually get a chance to play. You know, we've got squad battles, we've got other things to do as well. It will be interesting to see how long it takes to get into the weekend league. So we move from rank 5 up to rank 4, and we are like halfway through rank 4 already. So it seems as though this week especially seems pretty good and pretty easy for me to move on up the ranks. I'm aiming just to hit rank 3, maybe rank 2. I don't know if I'll have the time to play the games or not, but if we can get rank 3, we'll get some really decent rewards for very minimal effort, I would say. A few more things sold. We're up to 13,000 coins again. Don't forget, we bought a 20k extinct player in the last episode, and going into a game with our French side and actually, you know, given a nice match here to Kondogbia and stuff, I actually bring Griezmann in as well. We're FUT Rivals now. I might as well use a 3-match loan of Griezmann, right? Why not? You know, I'm not going to keep him forever, am I? I might as well just use him right now. I don't know what I'm saving him for. So we're in an online game. I'm not going to use him offline, but I will use him against a competitor in FUT Division Rivals. So we go into our second game of that. And Griezmann made me feel a little bit better about this game. You know, I've been really struggling, and as soon as I got on the ball with Griezmann, I was like, holy. He like moves with the ball really well, and he like glides through, and he feels powerful, and he feels like I can get past defenders. He makes these good runs. He's pacey. And I don't know what it was, but like he could take shots. I felt so much more comfortable with him there, and I know I've only got him for 3 games, but it also made me think, maybe I'm doing it, like, I'm using starter players. I really need to realise that I'm using starter players, and that might be part of the reason why I'm struggling. And it might be part of the reason why you're struggling. You know, I scored that beautiful goal with Griezmann there. We just flick it up, knee it up, and then absolutely boot it into the back of the net. And that's a lovely, lovely goal. And he just felt like a cut above from the rest. He really did. And even though Ben Yedder was doing okay, and the whole squad, like the midfield in my French team is balling. To have Cyprian, to have Ndombele, and to have Kondogbia, they're all just ridiculous footballers on this game. Like they chase everything down. I'm loving them. I really am. I think they're top performers, and I could highly recommend all of them for your team. I really do. Now I get through with Griezmann right here to end up like going for the hat-trick, I believe it is, and once again I absolutely thunderbolt it into the top of the net. What a lovely strike. So yeah, he's good, and that definitely gave me like more confidence for this game, and realizing that maybe I need to look at some higher rated players that maybe don't cost so much. Maybe they're going to have less pace. I was wondering like what a Giroud might do for me, with someone who's got high shooting but he's not super pacey. Obviously there's all this talk about pace right now, and that it's not really a factor on the game, so it could be interesting. We boost our skill rating by like 30 or something, and we get plus 560 to put us into rank 3, and then plus 300 into rank 3 itself. So after playing 2 games, we are already at a point where we're getting 65 FUT Champs points and 32,000 coins as a weekly reward for playing 2 games. That's crazy. And I guess that will be harder to achieve as more people play the game and stuff, right? And then there was a couple ones where we could get some packs. I believe it was like a mega pack or something like that. Would be pretty good option, but I imagine on the Road to Glory I would take the coins, right? Let me know right now, actually. We've got a couple of days until these FUT Rivals rewards come out, am I best to take coins on a Road to Glory account? Am I best to risk it with a pack? I don't know. Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. Now, I played a single player seasons game because I realized I was at the very last point of the Division 10 or whatever it was, the very last game until I won the championship, and I would get 2,500 coins for winning that, plus my like in-game bonus. So I got like 4k for playing one single player match. I went 5-0 up and I put the controller down and just left it and continued editing part of this episode. So that actually boosted me over. Like, I needed to do that because I wanted to get up to like 22,000 coins for this reason right here. Paulinho, a new most expensive player, joins our ultimate team. We now have a beastly midfielder in both our squads. I wanted to replace Renato Augusto because he just wasn't cutting it for me. I felt like he felt really slow, sluggish, not great. And I I didn't quite double my coins on him, but I made like 600-700 coins on Renato Augusto himself. He's actually gone up in price, and I could bring Paulinho in. And for a split second, I thought, oh no, what have I done? He now has 2 dead links, so I'm a bit screwed because either Bakambu or him is going to be off chem. Until I switched it back to how it should be and realised actually Talisca and Paulinho play for the same club and they're both Brazilian, so I get a perfect link there. And Paulinho's actually on 9 or 10 chem anyway, so that's perfect. Now, I need to just cut this right here because the next part and the final part of the video is going to be my Squad Battles rewards. Okay, so Squad Battles rewards came out at 1:05 in the morning in the UK for me, and as we showed you in the last episode, I ended up getting Gold 2. I was absolutely fine with that, didn't want to go crazy and play way too many games and stuff, and obviously I've been losing anyway, haven't I? So I got 11,000 coins and a premium mixed players pack, or some sort of mixed players pack, and a premium gold players pack, so like a 25k pack. So I was buzzing about that. This is the first FIFA 19 Pro player card, by the way. 95 rated Jesse Lingard on one of the most ridiculously awesome looking card designs I've ever seen. Looks amazing. So yeah, these are the two. I have Prime Mixed Players pack, so that one had 6 rares in it, so double the rares of the Premium Gold, so I figured I'd open that one last. So I've gone for the 25k pack first. We don't see the board at the bottom light up, so we know that it's not going to be a walkout, an 86 plus, and I don't even get boards. I get 82 rated Rami, which, to be fair, I'll take that. You know, that's someone that's probably 1,500 coins, and I know that the rest of the pack is going to be full of gold players, like 3 of which are rare. I get Bonaventura, which is someone which I'm going to keep hold of a little while because I looked at him and I was like, I feel like he's a great player. Surprised to see that he was like 2k or so. So I feel like when the game's fully out, maybe people will pay a bit more for him. I don't know. It's a risk I'm willing to take to make a little bit more money. And then I stuff everything in the transfer list. Nothing there that I really want to keep. And then we go for this Prime Mixed Players pack then. And once again, no walkout, no crazy player, but we do get boards. And we get Danish goalkeeper, Leicester City. That is going to be 84 rated Kasper Schmeichel. This is someone which I'm actually pretty pleased to get because he's going to sell for a bit. Like, at least 4 or 5k, I imagine, and I imagine it will be more than that once the full game drops. Again, willing to risk that. Probably those 2 players, Schmeichel and Giroud as well. Actually going to eventually stick Giroud in my club because I might even try him in the French team, you know. With this whole pace thing going on, I feel like Giroud might be a good option with his 82 shooting, like that crazy left foot of his. Maybe if pace isn't so much of an option, it might not be such a big deal. But anyway, guys, we are ending the episode on the Squad Battles rewards. You can see this is what we've got in terms of teams right now. Our 2 most expensive players are most definitely Kondogbia, and then our new most expensive player is Paulinho, 85 rated, the Brazilian who plays in the Chinese Super League. So, guys, remember, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done it yet. Do it right now. Thank you for your support in advance. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Welcome to all of you new guys. Have a lovely day, everyone. I'll catch you next time. Peace.